Hello everyone, this is Kelly Beard of KarmicTools.com, and this is your weekly forecast for July 14th to the 20th of 2024. So our quote for the week says, "Rules that you once accepted easily begin to feel like an affront to your individuality." Deep breath. This week is all about Mars. It's all about your individuality with Mars and Uranus initiating for the last time while Uranus is in Taurus. This is a very big deal. Mars is only there every 2 years, so this is the last conjunction, the last initiation of breaking free in certain ways around our identity and purpose, but also who we are and what we want, our choices and actions. All the Mars juju has been getting an upgrade with Uranus kind of cracking us open every 2 years hard in the Taurus department. So that has to do with your creature comforts and personal security issues and what you really need and care about. So we have been waking up to new levels over the last 7 to 8 years with this process that happens every 2 years. And so this one is the final one. So let's be real clear. July 15th is Monday. So anytime over the weekend and throughout next week, if you get some time to do a prayer day, I would sit down and talk to my guides about liberation and freedom and your actual personal needs around that right now and see what comes up. In general, the activation brings a volatile mix of energy, but it can be directed constructively. When these two get together, it can provoke you to be completely intolerant of restrictions and gives you an undeniable urge to break free in some way, shape, or form. It's time to do things in a completely new way. Uranus is the awakener, and Mars rules who you are and what you want on one level, and your sacred masculine on another level. That is the part of you that gets your ideas out there, negotiates on your behalf, and holds good boundaries. This is a break to realign moment, but in an initiatory way, rather than a growth moment, which would be a square. We're initiating something new with these two. It's time to start a new path, passion, or purpose that is born from within. This is a brand spanking new beginning for you personally, and one that may even surprise you, let alone those around you. So stay loose, yet alert. If you have a solid sense of self and are clear about your deepest desires, then this energy is just what you need to finally and permanently break out of limiting patterns of behavior which no longer suit who you have become. If you do not have a solid sense of self at this time, then this energy will wake it up for you and help you see where change is necessary and where only you have the power to make that change. You will have considerable energy, so you should direct it consciously or into a project of your own making, something that you created, something truly unique, and that will ultimately reflect the truth of who and what you are. At its worst, it is violent thrashing, reactionary, and indiscriminate destructiveness. So we can probably look forward to that in the world. It's a little nutty out there right now. But personally, we can use this for some liberation and awakening that has been a long time coming, but it's also been a process that's been chipping away at you in a certain kind of way every 2 years for the last 8 years. So let's meditate on that. Then we jump to Thursday the 18th when Sun will sextile Uranus. Sun is also all about you, the individual. That's why I said this week is really all about you. So get some time and space to yourself when and where you can. This activation serves as a gateway to a deeper sense of personal authenticity and awakens the potential for deep, profound insights that come through basically mundane, everyday affairs this week. So being alert to your spirit team and the messages and the synchronicities and the little weird miracles, good, bad, or indifferent miracles that happen. This is the time to pay attention for that. Whenever Uranus is in the mix, expect aha moments to abound. Those sudden bursts of inspiration or unexpected clarity that have the power to shift perspectives and stimulate new consciousness. This is also about the sun lighting up a certain area, right? So right now, sun's in Cancer, creating an opportunity with Uranus in Taurus. Both of those signs are very fixated on personal individual security and the security of our loved ones. So let's be clear about how we're shifting our perspectives and what kind of new consciousness we're awakening. These revelations hover at the edge of your awareness, waiting to be invited in and harnessed for your own greater good. While eventually you will need to ground these breakthroughs in tangible forms, for now the energy encourages a deeper exploration of the possibilities bubbling at this time. Where in your life could you benefit from a dose of freedom and liberation? How might you infuse more light into your own being, rhythms, or daily existence? Moreover, this energy fosters a commitment to more conscious, authentic living, where pretense becomes untenable, both for yourself and others. Be mindful that truth can unsettle those who prefer to maintain the status quo. But the shadow of this energy is selfishness and rebelliousness. However, rather than resisting change, embrace it as a sign of growth and evolution. Ashe. So again, a sextile is an opportunity. This isn't a challenge. It's just that things are lighting up in a certain area, showing us where we can no longer function the old way. And some of us is pretty literal. For me, it's technology right now. So Uranus is on me about upgrading all my technology because I am still kind of a dinosaur, y'all. But I'm looking into, it's being lit up for me, let's say. And I know that I need to upgrade. Now I have personal things lighting up that say things have to change. And sun is very personal. So I'd be curious what's being lit up for you, where you are attracting these opportunities to change and the opportunities that you wouldn't get if you don't change, right? So let's meditate on that one too. And then Friday the 19th is our full moon burden burning ritual with me and Yeye Louise Satish. It's at 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, and this is for her Patreon members who pay $25 or more per month. You get 2 rituals, 2 live sessions with Yeye a month for that $25. So that is the one I encourage you all to do. Then Saturday the 20th, Mars is going to sextile Neptune, and they're both at 29 degrees of Taurus Pisces. So this is a powerful, powerful place to have this opportunity with this sextile. So this energy propels your dreams into action. It is the perfect time to contemplate your true desires and assess whether your current path aligns with your larger life goals. Your instincts and intuition can be particularly sharp, enhancing your alertness and readiness to act on received insights. The guidance you are receiving aims to steer you toward a more enlightened strategy for manifesting your truth and purpose, Ashe. Additionally, this phase is conducive to tangibly assisting others in realizing their dreams as well. So this is going to be good for the support team. It carries the spirit of the volunteer, idealistic and devoted to catalyzing positive change. That's right. So again, Mars is only there every 2 years. Neptune's only there every 165, which we just had a call on. So I'm putting that replay in here. I made the video or the podcast. They're 43 minutes long. For those who couldn't be there live, check that out. The post-call note has gone out, but I need the weekend to do your personal activations. So those who were there, or if you registered or donated, the suggested donation is $22. Those people all automatically get their personal activations. So check that out. Same day, Saturday the 20th, right after Mars hits Neptune, it slips into Gemini until September 4th. That means it's on its way to linking up with Jupiter in Gemini, which is only there every 12 years, which also speaks to the evolution going on in our beliefs that's about to be expanded with some new ideas and thinking. It's all connected, y'all. Everything's a response to the last thing and preparation for the next thing. Gemini has to do with any upgrade in the social collective consciousness, and it activates wildly new ideas and different options, while Mars is the actions and choices planet. Mars moving into Gemini will kick off some additional energy around who you are, what you want, and how you go about getting it accomplished. In this case, it is all about how you make your choices, what you want to be a voice for, and how you express your personal desires, which will have a tremendous impact on whether they manifest or not. So of course, Mars' usual aggressiveness will only be appropriate under the right circumstances. Otherwise, keep in mind there is power in the spoken word, so be more expressive, play with language, and discover new ways to express who you are. You will also have access to some brilliant intellectual creativity, so activate your innate curiosity about life and allow your imagination to guide you sometimes. This will also be a time and energy that allows you to do more personal processing than usual. The focus will be all about you, as it were, so investigate your own nature. Ask yourself questions. Do you still want what you say you want? Are you pursuing what you really desire or settling for what's available? You have probably heard me say to never make your nature wrong. Your nature is your nature, and you've come to learn how it works. So for the next 2 months, explore new ideas and possibilities and experiment without attachment when you can. Keep in mind, the shadow of Mars in Gemini is fighting with words or being split or divided within. So be mindful of that in yourself and others. Deep breath. Spends 2 months in a sign and takes 2 years to get around. So now Mars is activating and waking up our Gemini department, asking us what we want there, and how we're going to express ourselves there and our needs and desires in that particular house or area of life. And it last got stimulated there 2 years ago. So that's it for activations. I'm leaving these replays in here because we are still in the heart of the lunar flip. So the special lunar update is valuable. The summer solstice energetic support is carrying us to the Leo gate of power, which will be August 6th of 24. So that has the energetic support and the chart for that 6 weeks that we're right in the middle of now. Also, Mercury has made its way to Leo, and it's going to move through Virgo and then come back. So the retrograde for this fall, July, August, September, is the Leo-Virgo cusp where Mercury is rearranging things. So that part 2 of the update around the Mercury retrograde is really good to review, especially if Mercury is an important planet in your chart, or if you have strong Leo-Virgo planets, or you have a lot on the cusp like many of you do. That retrograde is going to be most relevant to those energies. But it also has on that recording the end of the year Mercury retrograde when it lingers in Sag and crosses over into the new year, where I believe 2025 we might be moving through fire and water, whereas this year has been a lot of fire and earth. So we will check in with that one. Now, I moved the Jupiter and Saturn replays together because they're related. They're going to be touching off with each other, which is rare. And so it would be good to understand each energy of its own, and then you could probably estimate how it's going to go down when they touch each other and touch your chart that way. Then, of course, it's still Cancer time, so if you missed those articles for the energy of the month, July is bear medicine, when we really work on our recalibration of the input-output, which is also something that Mercury retrograde is going to support, and lots of other little alignments here. Power Circle subscription is only $9.99 a month or $99 for the year, which gets you 2 months for free. That includes all your astro reports, lots of bonus tools, the lunar tools. You get the forecast a month ahead of time. You get 10% off of all products and services. Lots of good stuff with that. That was created for those of you who requested an easy way that you could support. It's kind of like Ye-Ye's $5 Patreon. This is my $10 Patreon over here. I just don't do a third party, y'all. If you know me, you know I don't like the middleman. I like the direct connection. Also in here is the link to the Astro Tarot reading. If you're new to the community, then you do the new clients link. If you've gotten one of these already, then we would do the previous clients link to check in. This one covers your cycles and where you are and some kind of personal question if you have one. Otherwise, I use what jumps out in the chart for your tarot reading. And it's a 10-card Celtic cross, so it gives us a nice, well-rounded reading. It gives us a little bit of everything on whatever subject we're inquiring about. So that's my signature reading, I guess I would say. That and the Venus reading and custom guide, so that's always available. But it's not listed here. You would have to go to the Circle Up page. Also at the bottom of the blog is the Karmic Tools affiliate program. For those of you who do share my links and share my work with other people, this is a great way to get a little kickback that you can get paid in cash or apply it to Karmic Tools products and services. 13 is the number of the goddess and how I came up with that number. And at the very bottom is the Soul Sisters Circle video invitation, which is only 19 minutes. Again, if you're new to the community, this is a good one because it tells a little bit about my story, but mostly it's the core values that run through all my circles. So check that out when you get a chance if you haven't already. And join us when and where you can. Reach out when you need to. This is Kelly Beard of Karmic Tools signing off. Have a fantastic week.